the square. Front pivot, baseline bank. Front pivot, baseline, up and under. Front pivot, baseline, reverse pivot, hook. Front pivot, middle lane shot. Front pivot, middle, up and under off one leg. Front pivot, middle, up and under off of 2 feet. Front pivot, middle, reverse pivot, hook. You can also do combinations of these moves, but you must know the officials in your league. With proper pivoting skills, these moves are legal. But if your officials disagree, then you'll have to limit your moves to what they will allow. A reverse pivot with your back to the basket allows you to attack in the pro stance, our next chapter. In the pros, some post players have mastered the moves we've looked at in chapters 5 and 6. Defenders know that any kind of denial could lead to a layup or dunk. So many defenders simply stay between the post player and the goal and try to force their man as far away from the basket as possible. This is why you see this stance so much at the higher levels, and it's why I call it the pro stance. To receive the ball in the pro stance, place an arm bar on your defender and use your other hand as a target. Your back is not to the basket like it is in traditional post play. Instead, your shoulders are teed to the defender so that you can get wide, show the passer your numbers, and create space to receive the pass. Now, there are 5 reasons or advantages for taking the pro stance. You can attack the basket from a face-up position. If you're used to playing a face-up game from a triple threat position, the pro stance is an easy way to adapt your perimeter moves to the post. It affords you better vision and better chances to pass to teammates. You get pushed out of the lane or are forced to use the mid-range game. The pass is wide, and to catch it, you have to step out of your posting position into the mid-range. When you catch and reverse pivot, protect your space. Don't stand erect and put the ball over your head. Good defenders will eat up the space and crowd your ability to make a move. When you reverse pivot and the defender steps toward you, make him pay by driving baseline. It's your go-to move in the pro stance. So let's take a moment to make it smooth, efficient, and therefore quicker. Instead of planting your foot and then going baseline, step back and step by without letting the foot touch the ground. Consider that the ball and your swing foot are tied together with a 2-foot string. This will keep you low and explosive when sweeping below your defender's hands. If you can't get low, keep your elbow up when you rip the ball through. This protects the ball if he tries to strip you. Then duck your inside shoulder to help you step by. You don't have to catch the ball in a pro stance to use the following moves. If you catch the ball with your back to the basket and there's space to reverse pivot, you can take advantage of the following pro stance moves. Sweep and go. Make him pay for closing the gap. Rip the ball right through the defender's hands. Finish on either side of the goal. The quick-up move uses only 2 steps. When you sweep and go baseline, add a spin move in case your defender recovers to cut off your drive, or you have to beat a help defender. Good players can beat 2 or 3 defenders, not just one.
Always have the counter. I'm going to open up. I'm going to go. If he cuts me off, I'm going to keep the dribble alive, or just spin back. And if that defender's there, you can either make the play or find the guy that he left.
Instead of a spin, hop back for the jumper. If the defender respects your drive and doesn't close the gap, shoot in the space he's given you. If the defender plays tight on your top side, create the space for a shot by taking a 270-degree front pivot off your back foot and shooting the fadeaway. Up and under to counter the shot blocker. If the defender has anticipated your sweep, plant your swing foot and cross over to the middle. One dribble will get you a dunk, hook, or to the other side of the goal. If the defender recovers, land on 2 feet for the baby hook. If he's intent on blocking your shot, get him to up and under. Beat the help defender when you get to the middle by sliding through, or beat 2 with a spin. Whether it's a pass from penetration or you're attacking from behind the zone, the short corner position presents the post player with unique ways to attack the basket. As a habit, learn to drag a foot as you catch the ball. This will keep your pivot foot as close to the basket as possible. If you're parallel with the backboard, step through a complete 180-degree pivot and jump toward the rim. In the air, get an angle on the glass so that you can shoot a bank shot. With no dribble and a simple front pivot, this move quickly covers a lot of space. Compare where the ball is caught to where it's shot. With a little practice, each player can find their own distance that requires no dribble. Which hand do you use? If there is weak side help coming, then shoot with your outside hand. Your shoulders are already teed for protection due to the 180-degree pivot. If there's no help coming and the defense is recovering from behind, shoot with the hand closest to the goal. If you are behind the backboard, heels almost on the baseline, then you're going to need 1 dribble. Protect the ball by using a front pivot and showing the defense your backside. This keeps your body between the defense and the ball. Now you're ready to use the same step, pound, hop from Chapter 7 to explode to the go. Step, pound,